You ready?
Let's go.
Welcome to the Black Dads Club. At the advice of our future lawyer, we need to let you know that everything said here is strictly opinions. It's important to do your own damn research. Any opinion stated is owned by the person who said it. To be clear, the Black Dads Club isn't responsible for the opinions of I Am Gavin B or Pastor Mike or any of their guests. Hey, we just need you to sit back and enjoy the show. Remember, it is all love.
What you got in trouble for?
Our future lawyer wrote, said, yo, you need to put a disclaimer out there. Women are amazing.
A free car?
Bro. You know, it's so funny. She started cooking yesterday, and then she had to go get her lashes done. So she was like, just finish it. And she came back home. She was like, how it tastes? And I was like, I don't know what you did to it. And I don't like messing up food. I know she probably like, yo, Roman ate it. That's all that matters. That's all I care about. But I was just like, yo, I could have tried. I could have absolutely tried.
You could have did better on the question, on the ask.
Yeah, man, I felt bad for her, but Ro ate it. I know y'all seen this video, and I love y'all that record yourself crying. Hold on, let's start over.
Oh gosh, I already know what you about to play.
Where's she at?
Why you ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta do it like that,
Yeah,
man.
we absolutely do. Y'all lucky I can't find.
Fuming. I'm on fire. I'm mad because I care more about you than you care about me, and that's how it's always fucking gone. I'm tired of it. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm tired of feeling so much. I'm tired of being in my head. I hate it.
This is 100%. Let me put it like this. For y'all that are out there, we need to get women off the road. Sorry.
Go ahead, you can't open up with that, man.
Nah, because I'm riding with my wife this morning, and I'm holding the handle. She calls it the oh shit handle.
Yeah.
Because I'm holding it. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm waiting for you to go in somebody's trunk. Like, what are you doing? Now, let's take it here. You are crying and screaming while driving. No.
Nobody's around, bro.
I don't trust nobody that starts crying, hits record, and posts it.
Well, she's talking about the male loneliness epidemic. You know,
break it down for us.
Oh, I mean, I'm being very sarcastic right here because it's like every day on Twitter or Threads, it is this is why men are lonely. This is why men are lonely. But the screaming, crying video of can't find anybody, it's typically not the men. For one, the guys know the guys gonna eat each other up when we post that. There will be no support.
I'm cussing a dude out now on Facebook in the Black Fathers group. I got to leave it. Somebody with a cartoon character as a profile pic was bragging about, but he doesn't have visitation. Yeah. I don't know what excuse his girl used. But what he did was he moved 4 doors down from her. He was like, I can't wait to go to court because she gonna lose it and we gonna be going at it in court. And I wrote back, I was like, bro, you sound immature.
Yeah.
And I said, what I wanted to say, this is a Patreon. Mike said I can't use that word. Never call a man a P word. My father said that. Hold on, thinking of it. So I can't say the B word, can't say the P word. You sound sensitive and you sound sassy. Yeah. And I was trying to explain I didn't even respond to him because he kept responding. But I was telling other people that was bigging it up, I'm like, this is not mature. It's not masculine. And I'm not even going to call it feminine. I'm just going to say it's not masculine.
Not masculine. Yeah.
It's nasty work because, and I was saying, hey, I'm not mad at you moving closer to your kids. Would I pick the neighborhood, the neighborhood my girls stay in? Probably not, unless it was super affordable. Now, but what I'm not doing is, and we spoke about this on this podcast so many times, if you want to be petty with a woman, you won't never win that.
You're never going to win that, man. They do not run out of petty energy. And here's the thing, like, if he was moving into the neighborhood for the right reasons,
yeah,
that's cool. When me and my son's mother divorced, right? As much as she proclaimed to hated me, right? Yeah. She had moved like a mile away, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was like, and that's when I knew the fight was over, right? Because I was like, I stay here, right?
Yeah.
She could have moved anywhere, right? She chose to be close. So you know what? No matter what she says, I know she needs participation, right?
Absolutely.
I know she needs help. I know she really doesn't want to fight. She's going to fight. She's a woman.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Erica, he didn't mean that.
But it's like she don't. If I decline to fight,
Yeah.
she'll be like, all right, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. And sometimes women are tripping because the young lady that you played, she made a video the next day.
Oh.
Did you see the video? It's probably in the comment section. And here's the thing. It actually was a better video because she admits two things in that follow-up video.
That she's mentally ill?
Well, you don't get that from women. Okay. But she admitted that, one, I wanted and needed the attention, right? She wasn't getting attention. Right?
Oh, hold on.
Internet yesterday, and it's getting numbers.
There you go.
And it was a very relatable video. And I just wanted to post another video and say that I'm okay, first of all. And second, thank you so much for everybody who has commented on it. Kind words, the prayers. I've gotten DMs. I've gotten all kinds of love and support. And at the end of the day, crying on the internet is humiliating, but it's also like, I sat on it. I've posted sad videos on my page before, but the main reason I posted it was just because it was relatable. And I know a lot of people personally who feel the same way that I do. And so I posted it because I knew that there were more people out there, but also because I needed it. I needed a little bit of attention.
Keep going. Yeah, don't stop.
So lonely. I felt like I felt like the devil was really close to winning. I was almost fully convinced.
You're gonna know.
But then God stepped in, and I'm okay. I'm totally fine. I just had a little moment.
I'm trying to end this video.
I have nothing to complain about. I mean, like, we have an extra hour of sun today. I feel gorgeous. I'm about to go into church. It's sunny. The first time in like the last week that it's been sunny. I have nothing to complain about, and I'm so thankful. And that video is doing so well, and I'm so thankful to. I also started my period.
There you go.
All right.
Bam. Sometimes you gotta understand that those emotions are coming from a place that you work. This is why I tell y'all to download a period tracker app on your girl, bro. Because sometimes you be like, "What the heck is going on?" And you'll be like, "Oh, okay." It'll be better tomorrow.
It'll be better tomorrow. Or in 3 days. Let me sleep outside. And it don't help that she look good. She's not ugly.
No, she's attractive.
And you know what's happening? You know, she said, I got DMs. And she said players. I'm going to just leave that there for those who don't know. You know, it's funny. That wasn't even the video I was going to start the podcast off with. But because we don't have that section on today, I don't think we have it. Hold on. I will show y'all. I don't know if you've seen it. Apparently, Jesse Jackson's son been talking trash.
Yeah.
Should we say that for politics?
We can say for politics, but we're going to forget. So let's go and hop into it.
Go ahead while I find my video.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with Jesse Jackson's son. If you ask them not to make it political and they made it political, they're wrong for that.
Okay.
I am also going to add, I don't believe you. Right? And I don't, because you guys invited a bunch of politicians.
Facts.
To your father's funeral. And here's the thing. I won't even say it wasn't even, I can't even call it inappropriate, because if I'm being honest, everybody that was there, you know, you are standing on the shoulders of Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson is the first major black political candidate that we had to run for president. And I want to say that during the 80s, right, the height of Ronald Reagan, the guy received like 15% of the primary vote. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even a small amount.
Yeah.
Right? Which, I mean, basically all black people, but in the 80s. But even still, though, right? So, but I say that to say, that means that every black politician, whether it's Barack Obama, whether it's Kamala Harris.
Trump said Kamala.
Well, Indians tell me that is Kamala as well. So, but you know, whatever you did, whatever color you say a Jamaican Indian child is, right? So, you know, she's standing on his shoulders, right? Everybody that came up there, right? The progressive agenda, the agenda that progressives run on. That was started by, it wasn't started by Jesse Jackson per se, but he was influenced by Black Panthers, civil rights leaders during that era. Not the NAACP, by the way, but Black civil rights era, Black Panther. So like even that progressive agenda, right? They were standing on the shoulders. You asked them to speak and they came and made it political. And just to be honest, I don't even know if that would have offended Jesse Jackson.
Well,
and I'm not speaking of, that's his son. His son would know him better, I would say,
facts,
than we do.
What would his father have done if it was somebody else?
Jesse Jackson would have did the right thing because overall,
No, my thing is, would he have made it political as well, or took that? Because I expect politicians to be political. Any times.
I don't think he would have went as far as they did. And
I understand
but
that.
Jesse Jackson absolutely. I mean, I don't know,
Especially if they don't know your father.
Jesse is a smooth guy. Like he was very well spoken. He was very astute. Again, I told y'all we threw away a giant, and nobody else does that, right? Trump will have an aircraft carrier named after him 25 years from now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one throws away even their bad apples.
Yeah.
That is something that they have trained the left to do. And because most blacks lean left, it's something they've trained us as blacks to do. I don't think Jesse Jackson would have went as far. I dare say what I'm about to say right here.
Oh, here we go.
I think Jesse Jackson was a better speaker than everybody that spoke at his funeral. And that includes our former president, Barack Obama.
I don't know about that, bro.
No, I'm telling you,
Barack's
if you go back and listen to some of his things.
That's because you like old school pastoring.
No, I don't.
Well, like the way they give it up. You used to it.
No, I like when I like when you have a message behind what you say. Now the cadence, the ups and the downs, I like that. That is the thing, right? And here's the thing, right? As blacks, I think we got used to black preachers' cadence. And this is what I hate. I hate black preachers that repeat the same thing. You don't have a message, right? That shit drives me nuts, right? You please do not waste 50 minutes of my life and you haven't said nothing for 50 minutes.
Oh, I got a pastor who said something. Hold on. And we get back.
I'm gonna put a stop and ask you that all church members bring a copy of your tax returns so that I can review them. I'm gonna put a stop to some of y'all playing in my face during tithes and offerings on Sunday morning.
Didn't want to make it a church segment, but since we were here.
You know what? That's bold because it's too easy for people to not go to your church, bro.
It is.
It's too easy for people to just pick a different church, man.
Facts.
So that was bold.
I did it.
That was bold. But anyway, back to Jesse. Back to Jesse. There is a style of ministering that they have, and a lot of people have copied the style, but they don't copy what was said. If you go back and listen to, YouTube is a historical archive. Now, if you're not using it like that, I don't know what you're doing on YouTube. I know what you're doing on YouTube, but use it. It's a library now. And if you go back and listen to what he was saying, right, even with that cadence, he has a message, right? Dr. King, even with his cadence, had a message. A lot of these new guys has the cadence, and y'all be repeating the same stuff over and over again for 5 minutes, which also works because that's a form of incantation, right? It's how meditation works, and that's what and y'all know what y'all doing. You're putting the audience into a trance. So, but there's no message behind it.
Facts. Hey man, y'all ready to get started? Let's do this. Hold on. This button. This is the greatest button that doesn't work.
I'm Pastor Mike Will.
Now, I am Gavin B. Welcome to service. Sit down. The Black Dads Club. What the hell is the point of this podcast? Let's do it like that.
If you are a black male and you're in a jam, hit me up. I'll get you out.
Trying to save black men.
We give black men a place to be seen, a place to be heard.
Sometimes I gotta push back because be lying.
They do, but so do women. So that's what makes the pod cool.
Strap in. It's about to be fun. Black Dads Club.
Now let's begin.
Y'all, I want to welcome everybody to the Black Dads Club. That is Pastor Mike Will. I am Gavin B. This is episode, I believe, 220 of the Black Dads Club. I'm pretty sure. Y'all let me know in the comments.
It's 220.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody that we ran into at the Brand New Script, at the Brand New Script agency's Power Mixer. Didn't know a bunch of y'all was fans and didn't know a bunch of y'all didn't know I take pictures, which for my business, that might be a bad thing.
Supporters, listeners.
Yes, it was cool.
Without any fans.
Yes. Oh. People mention your name.
We
They say, yo, I rock with Mike. When somebody tells me, hey, I rock with Mike, I take that as a diss and I take that as a fan of Mike's. And I love it, but I'm
supporters,
like, I'm here.
Man, supporters.
Well, if you want to support us, you can go on Patreon right now.
This is true. Definitely go to the Patreon. Subscribe to the top tier, free merch, access to the Black Dads Club Discord, which we'll have that one because I learned some AI prompts that I need to upload our transcript in to drop videos in there.
Okay.
So that'll happen in Black Dads Club. Then you also get access to the Black Man Strategy Pod, which is more of a professional brotherhood of sorts. So we have that one available for you as well. You also have headshots taken by Gavin in June. That is a $200 to $300. I definitely thought headshots was running like $100, and Gav was just like, know. And then I looked it up and I'm like, yo, headshots are going for like 300.
Yeah.
300 a pop for a headshot. So Gavin's going to do that for you if you join the top tier Patreon at no additional charge.
Facts.
I will do your resume reviews on there for you. So you can email me at mike@blackmanstrategy. Send me your resume. We'll get you a link. We'll go everything together. Another $150 value. We actually give you about 2 years worth of value for signing up to the top tier Patreon.
Facts. And look, Mike has a better reading voice and commercial voice than I do. So I'm thanking you for that. But please go sign up. Also, if let's say you sign up for the free section, because you unsure yet, there is a give this podcast a gift at the bottom. Hit that button, drop a $2, $5, $10 in there on us.
Drop it in the offering pan.
Please do that.
We're not going to ask for your tax return.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was wild.
That is wild. And
I would have walked out right there. Yeah, real talk. People got to get. Okay, you can't be offended in the church, right? Because I do believe that part of a pastor's job sometimes is to offend, right?
Yes.
But when you just ridiculous, like y'all do got to start excusing yourselves. Like,
I think the last time I went to my church, my original home church, I was in there. I stopped in by Youth Day, and our youth president was talking about, mind you, I'm in college at this point, and was talking about how hip hop is destroying the black community. And he was talking about, he didn't say hip hop. He was talking about how music is destroying the black community.
Yeah.
And he solely spoke on hip hop. So I asked him what was his views on rock.
Yeah.
And pop music.
Yeah.
And other music and country. And he didn't have an answer. And I told him, I said, I hate, and I'm saying this in church.
Yeah.
This is doing why church is going. This is when I knew I was like, I got my dad in me. I go, I get tired of us focusing on black people destroying the black community, and we don't look outside and figure out these people are larger, they're bigger. Even though it might not affect blacks, you're not just speaking to black saints in here.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was up for that nigga that day. And I remember a dude who wasn't at church, who's no longer going there. Shout out to Brian. He hit me up and was like, yo, I heard you. My mom came home and told me what you did in church. I was like, yeah, fuck him. And then that was that. But then the official, I went back one more time because I wanted to show my wife, like, hey, this is where I went to church at. Yeah. And so I took her there, and I remember we got in the car. We had already went to First Church a bunch of times. Sorry for name dropping. Oh, my mom said at they had All Nation Sunday at church on Sunday.
Oh.
And my mom was serving.
Yeah.
And she said 3 people walked up to her and said, I heard you call into your son's podcast. And my mom said she tried to, my mom, Christians love to pick and choose when they want to lie. So she was trying to explain it. She was trying to act dumb.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
They might be listening right now. Now I'm thinking about this. Too far in the story. And she called me and was like, hey, people at church telling me about your podcast. And I was like, oh, tell them thank you.
Yeah.
So just give you a heads up. But I remember we had went to First Church a bunch of times. So I took her to my home church, a church that I went to as a child. And I remember that's when I realized what you just got finished talking about. She said, I don't think I got anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, maybe, And then she said, I felt like they read the Bible and repeated what they just read. And that's what the hour was.
Yeah.
Preaching. And she was like, I feel like at the, First Church, I feel like they are really just like helping me through the day, and they're using scriptures to plug and play, whatever. And so that's when I realized, I'm like, can you be bad at preaching? You absolutely can.
Yes, but there's a ton of bad preachers.
Yeah, but when you're younger, the bad preacher is just who all over the place. He can't really read well. You find the little small things, but then as you get older and people are more seasoned, and then you have to find new ways of how they are bad preachers. And
we're gonna talk about this today during politics, because I'm not a religious person at all.
Okay,
all right, I'm not religious at all. I believe in God,
absolutely,
but I'm not religious, man, because I see how it manipulates people and how it screws people up.
Okay,
and I really want people to understand it. It's your job to seek out a teacher.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not a preacher per se, right? But to seek out an actual teacher so it helps you along your journey. And one of the things that I see that's happening in the black community a lot is we've decided that we're going to do a separation between church and state, right?
Yeah.
And in the black community, one of the things that helped us really get along was the black church. And we've gotten away from it. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, but that's not why my name is Pastor Mike Will.
It's not.
The reason why I created the name Pastor Mike Will was twofold. One, because it throws people off when they want to respond to me rudely online.
I see it all the time.
which is hilarious. And two is a homage to my father and my grandfather.
Shout out to them.
Who is actually both pastors.
Shout out to them.
And they wanted me to become a pastor. That just wasn't going to happen. So
Broken.
it's really out of respect.
Absolutely.
But the idea that it's like, yo, black people should get away from the church, I vehemently disagree with it. Because everyone that's moving into power right now across the planet is using religion.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if you give away what you once had, right, which was being the moral authority because you were more in tune to the divine, right? Like that was what blacks had.
Yeah.
And if you give that away, well, you're giving it away to the fundamentalism that happens on the far right, or even Islam, if you want to use that. And you're giving away to the fundamentalism that's happening on the left, which is Christian nationalism, right? If you let these people become the authorities on humans' connection to the God or the Christ or whatever, if you give that away, you don't have a defense when you're trying to fight against them. And they're saying, well, no, I'm killing you in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like, how do you fight that?
Yeah. And you know what? For me, I would love to see more of the black church opening up their doors to potential black leaders, even if they don't attend your church.
Or you agree with them.
Or because, you know, one thing I remember when First AME downtown, Charlotte, or uptown, whatever y'all call it.
It's uptown. It's your city, man.
Yeah. That's politics in its name in itself, getting away from nigga talk. But anyway, I remember when they had he was going to be the DA of Charlotte, you know, whatever. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But he was there. They brung in, what's my man? Ben Crump was there.
Yep.
They had the guy who was also running against him there. And it was cool because it was like, hey, we want everybody to come here so you can listen, so you can learn. We're just a host of this event. It ain't got nothing to do with our church, but that's how the black church used to be. Like, you know, it's a safe place where black people can come speak to other large groups of black people.
It was the only establishment that we owned.
Yes.
And the thing about it is that someone has convinced us to give it away.
Yes.
Right? Because you look at every mega church right now. Every mega church runs off of non-denomination, worship, and a powerful preacher, right?
Yes.
Which all comes from the black church. This is not how the Methodists set up churches in the 1700s. This is not how the Anglicans set up churches. This is not how Catholic churches are ran. This is like this whole mode of worship, right? Like that's why people be like, Afro-Americans have no culture. We be like, bro, your whole style of worship is Afro-American.
That's from everybody. I guess we can start a podcast now. Hold on.
We didn't hit it again.
If y'all see me adjust, keep adjusting. It's because my dumbass decided to go running yesterday. I ran from my house to one of our listeners' house. Shout out to DJ Dom. I don't even know. Dom, I don't even know your real DJ name. But shout out to Damo. I ran to his crib because he's like a mile from my crib. Actually was walking. I walked to his crib and then I texted the wife and she was like, oh, I'm 30 minutes from picking up the baby. And I'm like, I can get to the daycare. So I ran to the daycare.
Oh, you doing it.
Which is 2 point something miles
this
later.
Is definitely skinny dude stuff right here.
Bro, no, I ran, walked. I was just like, yo, I'm doing too much anyway. Of course, I didn't have headphones, so I didn't even track it. So I will text the boys later. So anyway, I'm sore today, but I am going to try to get out of there and walk today. Imagine you getting married. You and your girl. Y'all decide. First of all, would y'all do a joint bachelor and bachelorette trip?
You know what? So I'm kind of torn on that.
I hate these.
I'm kind of torn on that because for one, I don't think you're supposed to have sex before you get married. Like not forever. Like because we know we don't do that. But I mean, like I think you're supposed to like calm down before you get married, right?
You are supposed to calm down.
You're supposed to calm down. So like, I'm gonna get it off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm having because if I'm getting married, that means I love this chick, man. That means that this is my boo.
This is your boo.
This is my boo. So you know, like yo, I'm and I see all her little baddie friends around, and I gotta focus in on my boo. Like I'm gonna let it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it off with my girl. So I'm kind of torn because I kind of like the idea of like if I'm marrying you, I like you like that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of torn. I do think there's a value in just the guys hanging out.
Yeah.
But I also see the value in like, my chick over there, like.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I seen it done, I like when it's like, hey, we'll have a night out together. So the last time I did that, I was in Cabo, and it was Halloween.
Yeah.
And what happened is the bridesmaids and the groomsmen got together and went to a Halloween costume party.
Yeah.
So everybody hung out for the rest of the day, had fun. The next day, the guys got a boat, the girls got a boat, and we was supposed to meet. And mind you, I'm saying I was on the boat with the girls, and the guys called over and was like, we don't want to meet y'all no more. That's all I'm gonna say. And so they left me stuck on a boat.
That's
with
hilarious.
their 15 girlfriends or
Like, we don't want
whoever.
to meet y'all no more.
They ain't want to meet us no more. And so that's why there's a picture of me on the boat with like 15 girls. And it was a fun time. But that happened. I don't know. I like the fact that we all went to Vegas for my joint. I don't know what we're going for the renewal. But
How long was Vegas between the time y'all got married?
went to Vegas. You saying it like you wasn't at both of them. But you right. 2 months.
2 months.
August and November. Yeah. Cause remember it was hot when we went down there.
Yeah, it was super hot. So that's what they, so 2 months. This is the thing. So 2 months,
Yeah.
we could do joint. Now a month, because again, I'm gonna want to get it off. So it's
Yeah.
like once we get in that 30-day one, because I'm guessing you shouldn't be sleeping with the woman that you're gonna marry up to 30 days before you get married, right? I think you should kind of take it easy.
Nah. Oh no, we didn't do that.
So
I had this whole idea like,
because if not, like, because what you gonna do on your honeymoon? I mean, I know what you're gonna do. Well, you're gonna sleep on your wedding night.
Yeah.
But you like, I kind of want to be excited for my wife though.
Yeah, I mean, so what we're trying to get at is Dak Prescott decided to have a joint honeymoon.
Did not work out for Dak, evidently.
He had a joint bachelor and bachelorette party with his fiancée, now turned ex-fiancée.
Yeah.
And what we have learned was there was an argument on the yacht about a prenup.
They said she posted in the TMZ comments that it wasn't about a prenup.
Somebody lied or somebody reported back what happened on that boat.
Everybody else is saying that it was though.
And this is where I get at. You got to be careful who you call your friends.
Oh, I mean, gosh, bro, it was like 15 people, so you know all them people weren't rocking with you.
Yes.
You already know.
And so anyway, we'll get to the prenup. I want to start there. What happens to you and your friends? Let's say he finds out one of his boys snitch. What does he do?
Well, I mean, for one, it's not your friend.
Okay.
Right. So I mean that's clear. But two, bro, nobody has. I know it's gonna sound terrible, and y'all gonna be like, "Because you ain't got no friends." Bro, nobody has 15 close friends.
They don't. No,
Like, I'm just going on the record. Like, no what? So it's like when you have that sort of wedding party, you know what I'm saying? Like once you get around 7 or 8, you're at the edges
You're
of
at
the fringe of your friends.
Yes.
So once you get past that, like, yo, there's going to be people there that don't like you, and a lot of your haters want to keep a close eye on you.
Facts.
So they're gonna pretend that they are your friends. So I'm not surprised that this leaked.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is around the because like, bro, they're about to get married at Lake Como in Italy. That is like, whenever I see those videos online, bro, like I'm like, that shit make me want to be in love.
Yeah.
I be like, that shit looks amazing, bro.
This about to cost some money.
Yeah, like that. So to have all that planned
A month out.
with a woman that you already have 2 kids with. You loved her enough to take her out of a bar. You know what I'm saying? So you cared for her, right?
Yeah. You gave her 2 kids.
Yeah. So, for it to stop here, it's like, yo, like some happened. And it's not our business. I will say this. If it is based around a prenup, I'm with Dak. If you can't sign a prenup, yo, we can't get married. And you know what? I still love you.
Yeah.
I can't marry you.
I'm
though.
not mad at Dak either. It's like, yo, if you ain't gonna sign it, we ain't getting married because I can continue the lifestyle we have right now.
Exactly. We're good.
Yeah. Now, Dak, it is gonna get expensive for you, buddy, because she's now gonna move out. She's now gonna take both of the kids, and you're gonna increase. And it's probably gonna be cheaper than what that prenup is. Not probably. It's gonna be cheaper than what that prenup.
Yeah. But they're in Texas. There's only so much you can pull out of someone in Texas. Now she can try to pull what Brittany was trying to do to PJ to move it out of Texas to California.
Yeah.
So she can start collecting those big banks. But either way, it's cheaper than a divorce.
It is cheaper than a divorce. So I'm not mad at him. Also, I'm not mad at her, but like, and when I say it like that, I'm not mad at the girl saying, "Hey, I ain't gonna sign," because if you don't have a wedding, if you don't have kids with the person, it does become But if you do got kids with him, yeah, all right, go get your $60,000 a month. All right, that's gonna cost me $600,000, close to $1 million a year. Cool, Dad can eat that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm thinking of. I'm just throwing out random numbers. So like, yeah, he can eat that. But I look at her and go, yo, all the other, I want to know what that prenup was in. Because when Michael Jordan did his prenup with his new wife, everybody kind of looked at it, was like, this is crazy. Because I think it was like the first 3 years she got $5 million, and after that she got $1 million in an account.
You know, I mean, here's the thing. I
want to know what that one was.
I was listening to James Sexton. He divorce lawyer. You guys probably seen him on Instagram. And he was saying with one of his clients, he's like, guy was like finance bro, right? And, you know, marrying this model, right?
Okay.
Cares about this model, loves her. And when he was doing a prenup, like the finance bro pretty much was just like, yo, just give her like, it's like, it was 7 figures, but it was like $3 million or $5 million like up front.
Okay.
Like, and then, you know, he was like, are you sure? He was just like, yeah. He was like, I want to give her enough money. If she want to leave, she can leave. Yeah. He was like, I need to know that she wants to be here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, you know what? That's, as wild as that sound, if you have that kind of money, that kind of makes sense. Like, yo, I need you to have enough money. I don't want you to feel like you are a prisoner in this relationship. Right. Absolutely. So I do need, so if I have all the entrappings, right, of a prison, because that's what it is. Like, where can Dak's wife or ex-wife, whatever she is, ex-fiancée, where can she go that will come close to Dak Prescott in the world, right? Yeah, facts. Like, especially with 2 kids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, where there's no place that she could go. So in the sense, it is a prison. Yeah. So, and I know that sounds crazy because it's like, yo, the most luxurious prison of all time, right? But it is like, what they call it, right? The princess in the castle, right? Like you're trapped here. So I do believe that, you know, in a prenup, if you're a man of affluence and you marrying a woman that's a bartender, and not only is Dak, you know, a world-class athlete, I mean, like, I had to go back and look it up because I was like, now I believe Dak was smart in college. Because I remember him playing football at Mississippi State. Dak has a master's degree, and he actually wants to go back to go get his doctorate in psychology. Yeah, so we went to that game. So he's not a dumbass. Yeah, we did go to that game. Yeah. So he's not a dumbass. So, and I think sometimes we do look at all athletes and paint them with a broad brush and be like, you know, these are all jocks. Dak is actually one that's not.
Yeah, I don't. Dang, this gonna sound bad. I only call running back, wide receivers, and cornerbacks the dummies in football. Everybody else, I just assume is smart.
But you know what's crazy though in football though, but we should. Baseball is where the dummies at.
Well, because they don't even have to go to college.
They don't go to college, right? But in football is actually the most educated of like all the sports. So it's like, yo, we supposed to look at, like, a lot of these guys are not the dumb job. I mean, look, I know for every Dak Prescott, there's a Tyreek Hill. I get it. Right?
Take out the wide receivers, cornerbacks, and running backs. That's what I'm doing for y'all. Making it easy.
So I get it. But like, but for Dak has a master's degree in psychology, wants to go back and get his doctorate. I have no doubt that I'm pretty sure Dak knew all the signs, and I'm going to give him enough grace, and I'm not just shooting him male because he's a black guy, and I know that's what I do with the bros. But this is me actually saying I think he's wise enough to actually be able to see all the signs to be like, you not doing this is going to cost me this down the road.
Oh, facts. The calculations had to make sense for him to stand on it. Yeah. Because now I got to eat the money. 30 days out of country, I'm eating that.
I mean, we still got to go to Lake Como, though.
Oh, yeah. Me and my boys. I'm going to figure out which one of y'all snitch. Hopefully it's one of her girls who snitch. Yeah. But yeah, we
still going.
And I'm going to pop one of your bridesmaids.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that. Never mind.
I mean, they...
So over this weekend, hold on. Friday night, I'll go over to Ben's house, me, Ben, and Ryan, we hanging out. And so we had this inappropriate notes in the notes of like questions we was gonna ask each other. So a bunch of them funny, a bunch of them stupid, but in more of them were like serious questions. So we asking each other. And so I'm gonna say the question, I'm gonna tell you my answer, and you're gonna judge me. I'm asking you not to. But one of the questions we had, bro. Oh, it's not. Yeah, that's only me, right? That does that around here. But no, one of the questions is, what do people believe about you that's not true? And one of my answer was, I give you my real answer, but I wanted to tell them was like, yo, I really do hold grudges. But clearly, I think that's clear on this podcast, right?
Yes,
So,
I think we believe that, and I believe it's true, Gavin.
yes, I do hold grudges. I realized that later. I'm like, yo, I really don't. And you know what? Where it came at? Because I looked at this story leaking about Dak,
Yeah.
and I go, yo, that's a terrible time for you to realize that one of your friends ain't one of your friends.
Yeah.
It's when TMZ is getting it, because we are all on a boat. And it is reporting that this argument got loud.
Yeah.
And they got angry. And it did, hey, before we left, we ain't together no more.
Yeah.
And now it's still coming up from that. And it's like, yo, and I maybe not Dak, but even her, like, yo, we don't rock. Like, I can't, even her finding out, like, damn, one of you bitches could not keep y'all mouth shut for 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
we cannot even get out of our PR story, because she don't want to look like I'm the gold digger who didn't want to sign. He don't want to look like, hey, I was about to marry a gold digger, even though it's gonna look better for him over time. But it's still gonna come out, hey, bro, she about to hit you over the head for $75,000 a month.
If you're a rich guy, you take a chick out of the bar. This is one of the outcomes that could be possible.
Absolutely,
she could be a good chick,
or she not,
or she could not be. Like, this is a possible outcome.
Absolutely. So I felt bad for him, and I was like, you know what? So the people who is funny, I was talking to Jamar this weekend. He asked me about one of my ex-friends, and I was like, I don't rock with them. I was like, and that's my other thing. So my real answer, that was the answer I wanted to get him, but I didn't give. But my real answer to them was like, certain things do make me emotional, and I come off like I just don't care. And so part of that was like, if you cross me, I will make sure, I personally will make it my business to let you know this, the grudge coming, to let you know that I don't rock with you.
Yeah.
So every time I accomplish something, I'm going to make sure somebody close to you figure it out, knows, tell you, did you see Gavin did X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing, but that was my answer. Do you have an answer for this question? What do people believe about you that's just not true?
Well, I mean, I think everyone from the pod knows that I'm kind now.
Oh.
But
now it's crazy.
But I think back in the past, I think a lot of people used to think I was extremely mean or rude.
Okay.
And I'm not extremely. I think I got a touch of Asperger, so that's the rudeness. It's not really me.
This nigga's Amanda Seals.
It's not really me. But I think a lot of people think that I'm not nice. Now, I think the pod has helped it. I think the pod has definitely softened up my image. So I don't know what people would assume about me now that's not true.
Ben is freaking out in his car because when you just self-diagnosing yourself. I think I thought I really didn't know you. I've seen you, and maybe I met you a couple times, and then you know what? My sister told me you were super nice, so that made me know you was nice. And then because I tell everybody the story. The first time I met Mike, his girl tripped on the concrete.
It's not my girl.
He said, "Get your ass up," and I was like, "Oh shit, this nigga is mean as hell."
See, I think a lot of people think that I'm mean. Like, even that, right? Even that moment right there, like she was an attention whore. Like, that's what she was.
Mike, her heel got stuck in the crack.
No, man.
Of the sidewalk,
I'll tell you, like that. But that girl would play the fiddle on guys' emotions, man. And like, she would do stuff like that to catch attention and to pit me against guys all the time. Like, she'd always do that. So like, I hate that that's your first impression of me because she, now I sound like I'm victim blaming.
Here go the meanness coming out. Easy, so easy, y'all.
Never mind.
And then, you know what I realized now? I just thought of that. That was the first time I met Baraka. Because we go in the club and Baraka walks up to Ez and go, "You got to be Mike's brother. You look just like him." And I was like, they don't even look alike. But I guess, whatever. But yeah, that's funny enough. Let us know what y'all think about us, and we will let y'all know next week. We'll read them off if it's true. We'll do that. Magic City Night canceled. I want a hand clap for this because I knew. Oh, shit.
I want a hoodie. If anybody got access...
Ooh, like the Super Bowl hoodies of the losing team?
They gotta still sell them hoodies. That hoodie fire.
That hoodie gonna be on StockX somewhere. Hold on, hand claps for it.
That hoodie fire.
The NBA has made a statement. They have agreed to cancel Magic City Night. I am going to congratulate them for doing this because I think it was going to start something I think the NBA was going to have to distance themselves from back in the day. Sex work is not legal. And so now you run the risk of when Houston wants to do this, you got to let them do it.
Yeah.
When where's strip club culture? Georgia, Houston, Florida when they want to, Miami when they
Yeah.
want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think the Miami Vice jerseys is as close as you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? To like whatever. Because I think Miami being able to sneak into Miami Vice jerseys is genius.
But here's the thing, though. That is genius. But didn't Miami have like a one of the top club nights down there though?
They might have had a live night. Well,
Yeah,
they
I'm
was
almost
definitely
certain- yeah, I'm
partying.
almost certain they had like a live
We
night.
cool, but live ain't a strip
It's
joint.
like-
Now, I will say this.
A lot of sex workers in Live though.
You mean there's only sex workers in there?
Like, so
What I don't like, me personally, and I'll let you go, like, I do not like the NBA. Y'all trying to play games on like y'all didn't know what was going on, and I don't like that. But I understand the PR move. But the NBA coming out was like, hey, we didn't know when we first heard about it, we reached out. And then the fact that the Hawks was like, they disappointed in the NBA's decision making.
I need to know who in Atlanta came up with this. I really do. I need to see the face.
I got my money on an intern. I think an intern probably said something and convinced they boss.
This is almost assuredly a white woman.
You think so?
It's almost assured. Because here's the thing, right? Men, we be like, we can't say... It's certain things that we can't say when we walk into a room, right? I can't walk into a room and just be like, you know what? We gonna have Magic City. A man can't do it, especially a black man. Black man cannot come in there and be like, bro, we're gonna have Magic. He might get crack a joke and be like, yo, we're gonna do that lemon pepper night, right?
Hold on right quick. 1 second. Hold on. Ma, I'm on the podcast right now. If you don't want nobody from church to hearing it, you gotta hang up.
Hey, Pastor Mike.
Hey, how you doing, Mama Winnie?
Good. Don't record me, because you know I Gavin love recording
Ma,
somebody.
you're being recorded right now. I
Gavin's
just told
recording you. You might want to hop off.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Good day. Make that quick. Yeah, you know what? You are 100% right. A man don't get to go in a room no matter your race. Now, somebody might have told her intern. I believe an intern probably told a white woman. She probably was like, you know what? This is how we get this approved.
Yeah.
And then they took it to whoever.
I need them to post a face. I need to see who it is.
Because that boardroom had to be like, yo, what is Magic City? And you can't say.
I think everybody know what Magic City. Like if you're in Atlanta, you know what Magic City is. You know what the Varsity is. What else? Lennox. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain places where
it's cultural.
It's cultural down there, and that's why I think they got away with it. Yeah. Like I don't think they would get away with a Blue Flame night or Onyx night.
A Lure night.
Yeah, but I think a Magic City night. I think because I mean. Shit, what's more Atlanta than the Varsity and Magic City and Lennox? Like that's Atlanta.
Absolutely. And you know what? After watching that doc, I love that doc. I thought it could have been 10 times better, but that's just me from a production standpoint. When you have different mayors in that doc, that lets you know different government people are cool with, hey, showing their face associated with Magic City and the history.
And Cheetahs also. I know we don't go to Cheetahs, but Cheetahs also is establishment.
Hey, man, shout out to Allure and shout out, what's the spot y'all close? I used to follow one of the dancers from there. Dang, man. Cardi shouted it out in the song. I can't remember. But it was down there. Dang, now it's going to trip me out. I'm going to figure it out.
Didn't Cheetahs close?
Nah, Cheetahs, I think it is, but it's another one. It starts with an L, I want to say. But I followed a thick dancer. She was a white girl. When I say it was nothing but a bag of yogurt in her back pockets. Like, that's how heavy and thick she was. She was tough. But anyway,
yeah, Cheetahs is closed. Closing. They're reopening it in. Oh no, they're reopening it for a mixed-use student housing and retail development.
Yeah, I bet y'all are.
Them ghosts of them strippers gonna hunt y'all in them dorms.
Absolutely. All right, hold on. Let me play this part. Speaking of Atlanta news, we should have an Atlanta person on this podcast. But hold on.
Does that success hit differently for you?
It does.
Talk about that.
It does. Success feel better independent.
Wow. Knowing that you don't have the machine and knowing that you would...
it's still a machine, but the machine is boutique. It's very insulated and it's more focused. It isn't as broad. One of the reasons why I made one of the toughest decisions, arguably one of the worst decisions in my career. I made the decision to leave Atlantic, quite honestly, because I just got tired of wondering, was my success predicated on me or them? Yeah, I mean,
we can stop it right there.
That's crazy because I mean, T.I., the first 3 albums, bro. Like, I mean, That's one of the first 3 drops of any artist.
We about to get to classics. T.I. started trap music, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, people don't want to say.
Well, when he was the first one to go mainstream.
Yeah,
Gucci was doing it.
Yeah,
but Gucci wasn't mainstream.
Absolutely. But so T.I. coming out and we looking at, hey, mainstream, that first album is all about trap. I feel bad because sometimes you want to bet on yourself and it's too late in your career.
Yeah.
And that's the wrong time to bet on yourself. When I look at somebody like Fat Joe, who was at the height of his career, bragging to people that he was independent and trying to show people the way, and everybody was looking at him and was like, we don't want to do it. And Fat Joe used to say something back then. He's like, too many people are lazy.
Yeah.
Or they're complacent with, you know what, I could do this myself. I could, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to do it. I'd rather them do it and I just go about my day collecting my show money versus I remember when Fat Joe used to break down, he was like, this is how much money I make per album.
Yeah.
So I only got to sell 200,000 and you got to sell $1 million.
And more than that, probably. You might sell 2 million.
And he was like, I make what you make at that. And he was like, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But,
But he said tough. Something that I mean, imagine, man, am I a star or did the label make me a star?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that really, really, fucking with you.
Yeah.
Especially because I hate sometimes we when we listen to something, we listen to it in such a vacuum, right? You gotta remember this guy is married to Tiny from Escape.
Yeah, who got dicked out on music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So he's over there, he's looking at her career, right? Escape's career.
Yeah.
LaFace. And then he's looking at himself like, yo, is it you or is it me? Because at some point you could decide to screw me over. So I look. But even he said, I think it was the wrong move.
Yeah. You probably realize it because, like, I don't know, T.I. want to get out there and work. Go on radio. Like, when these artists now talking about when I want to get something played on radio, I got to have $250,000. And it better be the right song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
versus
you get to play around with it.
Yeah, versus your label saying they going to go to the radio station that they own.
Yep.
Or they got that relationship with and be like, yo, here go your 250. This is the song. You are now going to play it every hour on an hour.
You're going to make it a hit.
You're going to make it a hit. You're going to force it down their throat. And then that's why I'm not, I look at somebody like Drake who might want to be able to get out of his contract, which I don't think they will or whatever. But if Drake would have said, hey, Drake is the reason why streaming is popular today. You know what I'm saying? He's the first mainstream artist who say, I'm never putting out a CD.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand how big that is. He started the streaming era. But imagine he say, no, I'm not going to go to streaming. I'm just going to go independent.
Would you know who he is, right?
We would, because he wasn't signed just yet. When you got Lil Wayne as the future, you got that, you was too big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They made you a deal that you couldn't offer. It's the reason why he's bragging like, yo, I got 400 M's and I was underpaid.
Yeah.
Nobody else is saying they got that. But I mean, it's tough. But would they have made sure he don't get to, this answers your question. Do they let him become Drake 2011, 2010? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might just be, sounds fucked up, he might be Wale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sadly.
And
it's like what was the guy? 'Cause I saw another guy trending, the guy Russell. I think
LaRussell.
And he was like, they sold like 30,000 actual units. And then they reached out to him and was just like, yeah, we're not counting it because you basically asked for that to be done. So it's like, they have all these ways to hold back independent artists. Tech Nine, right? One of the biggest fucking artists out there.
Yes.
You would be hard pressed to find a Tech Nine song, especially pre-streaming. Now you can get his music if you're a fan.
But you had to go buy it.
But yeah.
And you had to go to his shows. But he make more money than all them.
Yeah. But the thing, he's not a star. So I guess it's the ideal of, do you want to be a cult star, right? You just have your own following.
Yeah.
Or do you want to be like an international celebrity?
And that's the interesting part, which got me thinking, this whole debate now about artists who don't have classics and artists who do have classics bothers me, because I'm here to tell you right now, J. Cole do not have a classic. All right. And this is a J. Cole fan.
Yeah.
I love her, J. Cole. I love the music. I've been following J. Cole since the warm up.
Yeah.
And I'm in college. And this is before, when it was J. Cole, Wale, and Drake, and Big Sean, and Big Crit. That was the starting five. It was like, what y'all gonna do? And J. Cole has classic mixtapes, and I believe he has a cult classic of an album, but he's an international superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I look at the albums. I think J. Cole prefers his career, personality-wise, versus a Drake.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
he loves that cult following stuff. He still, come on, bro. He traveling across the country selling albums for $1. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody like Drake. Drake is a superstar. Drake is he can afford the $100 million home off his name and with his bank account, clearly, right? And that house is sick. But yeah, Drake gets to wake up one day and realize, like, oh, y'all, what the scripture say? Giveth and taketh away. And you see what happened when the label now likes Kendrick because they got to get rid of you and X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
It's tough. Let me go back to this. Hey, there's some artists out there who do not have classics, and they have cult classics. J. Cole is one. Wale is one. Sorry, I love the album.
Well, he has.
Here you go. What's the album that Wale has?
The second album. Is that the second
What
one?
do you prefer, cult classics, or do we? This is the real question. Do we need mainstream success or mainstream acceptance to count your album as a classic? I think so.
Here's the thing. I think mainstream is when it's almost like, yo, you bumping against being a pop artist.
Yeah, or pop acceptance, or white people acceptance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, but yeah, you're right. I guess that is a cult classic. That's a cult classic. You're right.
Because
even
I
when I
look
think
at,
of Wale, that's a cult classic.
Yeah, like J. Cole, he has classic mixtapes. He got, Forest Hill Drive, where everybody is looking at it, it's like, all right, there go your classic right there. But when I go out and ask the random rap fan that no matter what genre they in, what's the J. Cole classic, they're going to look in their phone.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to have to look down their phone. But see, the problem with that, though, is Outkast kind of ruined it because they were coded. There was a cult that went mainstream. Right? Like they went out there. Like, I mean, first album, Southern Playalistics, right?
Yes.
Cult. ATLs, cult. And then when they went, what was that?
Stankonia?
Was it Stankonia or Aquemini?
Oh,
which one came first? But either way, I think Aquemini is the one that actually took them mainstream.
Yeah.
So it was like, and then after that, they were mainstream, but you know, most artists don't have that trajectory, and I think most people kind of want that trajectory where it's like, yo, I have my fans, I have these cult classics, and then eventually I take off mainstream.
Yeah.
But even Outkast, I don't even think they really liked it because they basically stopped making music after that.
Yeah, well, I think that split was like their way of saying, like, all right. But didn't Outer Wild came after?
Outer Wild came after that, yeah.
That was even a good album.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I just look at it. I don't know if we need mainstream acceptance because there's certain things, like I look at a mainstream classic in my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Ye. You don't look at that track album list. I encourage anybody to go look at it. It's a classic in itself, but when you go look at it, that album don't even have no top 10s, which is crazy because Power's on there. All of the lights.
Power on there?
No, Power charted like number 18. You got to think this is right after Taylor, so nobody was rocking with him. Like they shove your shit.
Hey, that's that whole what T.I. saying. Is it you or is it me?
Yeah, but then you start looking at the album and you go, damn, you can't deny this is a classic. And mainstream rocks with it. Hip hop definitely rocks with it, and it's tough. It's one of those things. I did love how all of this drama started off when they asked how many classics Drake have. I'm here to let y'all know Drake has the mixtape. He has Take Care, which is right there. I Got Nothing Was the Same, and If You Reading This Too Late, and I'm gonna call If You Reading This Too Late a cult classic. So I'm giving him 3. Yeah. After that, literally after Views is over, but whatever. We'll let y'all.
After Views. I mean, it started becoming just songs. But I think we can even look at that era, though, because, like, how many artists, like, I think once artists learned that, like, yo, just stream, I think a lot of artists, the smart artists are just like, yo, just dump every fucking thing on the internet.
Oh, facts.
Just dump it. I mean, does Chris Brown have a classic album?
Yeah. That first one is classic. That first, I was in high school. That shit got it done.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm not a Chris Brown, like, after that, I'm a Chris Brown playlist fan.
Yeah. Like you making your own Chris Brown playlist. You're going through grabbing the songs you like, put them into a playlist.
And then now, but the Chris Brown fans is definitely gonna tear us up because they love some of them albums, the 80s songs, the Heartbreak, whatever that joint is.
You can't listen to freaking 80s songs,
I know,
bro.
man. But hey, shout out to Chris Brown and these majors. Having your masters and doing everything. And I love hearing his story about starting off. You know, he was talking about, he told a story about how he went and sang for Diddy. It was him and another boy, and Diddy told Chris Brown, he was like, nah, I don't want you. Like, you're not ready. And he was like, it hurt. He was like, I walked out, went to my mama, I just started crying.
Yeah, that would suck, right? Because Diddy at the time, this is the guy that's gonna put you on.
Yeah.
And this is Mr. Jodeci himself. This is the guy who's writing Mary J. Blige album, writing Jodeci. I mean, Diddy was a talented
112. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a talented cat, bro.
Yeah, and then I was just thinking, like, what a toxic combo they had together. Even though I rock with Chris Brown. That's my guy. Also, I'm here to let y'all know no rapper has more classics, cult and mainstream classics than Kanye West. I'm here to let y'all know that. I know we're not allowed to celebrate him, talk about him.
Yeah, I think
close.
I don't think anybody would disagree. I mean, Kanye was on his way to becoming the rap version of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, until the Taylor Swift thing, basically. Like, that was like the beginning. It wasn't just Taylor Swift, but that was like the beginning of everything. Of him basically just being off his meds.
Yeah. It might have been y'all know what the Kardashians do.
Sirens.
Look,
Succubus.
Want to welcome everybody to the Acts of Black Men segment of the day. This is where you can sponsor this segment right now. I don't care who you are. You can sponsor this right now. Pause the show, do your ad right now, and then start the show, and you just sponsor this. However that works. But send us the money since you ran it from her. Do you ever feel like you're a burden to your woman or your family?
I try not to be.
I try not to be.
And I think most people will tell you it's like that's some trauma that you deal with. Mm-hmm. But I think most men really try not to be. I think it's out of care. I think women misunderstand because they're selfish, if I'm just being honest.
Okay.
So I think they think that it's like, oh, you're not giving me an opportunity to help. And it's just like, yo, like you really can't help. You know what I'm saying? Like what I need to accomplish most of the time, you really can't do. So I try to answer that question. I really just try not to be a burden. And I don't do that by not asking. I do that by trying to make sure I don't put myself in situations to whereas I have to ask. But if I need something, I'm going to ask.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to feel like I'm a burden. Like if I need something from somebody, I'm calling and being like, hey, can you come and do this? Because I don't bother you.
Yeah, actually unfacts. And you know why? Because I was telling the fellas today, I was like, I feel like my number one hindrance is when I need a favor, I don't ask people because I don't want nobody to feel like I owe them. And so sometimes I will just be like, you know what, put my head down and get it done. And as a man, like that doesn't make you more manly. It actually makes you unresourceful.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's not that it makes you masculine or unmasculine, but I do think that most men you try to keep everything the same, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, yo, I need to go the same or higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I open that door to whereas I need something from somebody and I know they can come through and they don't, you're not staying the same.
Yeah.
And you're not going higher, right? And I think for most men, it's like when it comes to loved ones, I need you to stay the same or higher. Yeah. So I think that's a lot of the times why guys really don't lean on people as much as they should because it's like, you know what? I need you to stay the same or higher, right? I don't need you to be lower to me. I don't need you to become somebody I dislike when we have a tie that binds.
Yeah, and then you know what? It's like if you got the right woman, she's going to look at it and be like, "Hey, I want to help.
Yeah,
let me relieve pressure."
And that feels good.
And it does feel good. Sometimes you just got to be like, all right, let me go ahead and do this. There you go for the Black Dads. Hold on. The Black Dads question of the week. All right, let's get to the next thing. I actually love this because
Jay
too many people been saying
had a strategy of once somebody's record was hot, jumping on it and then taking it would be like it was his record.
Like he did Joe Budden. Pardon? Like he did Joe Budden. Give me the beat. Like he didn't do a remix. He took it.
And that's fucked up.
Give me that beat, fool. It's a full-time Jack move. Don't worry, Skato. I get back soon.
Like Ja Rule's record, Can I Get a?
Can I get a what to the chickens from all of my thugs who don't love dough? They get no dough. Can I get a?
That was Ja Rule's record.
Thank you, Jay-Z, for that.
I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby.
Hustler. I just want you to know. I'll let you know. It ain't where I've been.
That was Sparks' record.
That's why he's on there like, give me that now.
Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
That's the only reason why Sparks was on there, because it was his record.
Damn, Sparks.
So he does this thing where he says, "Oh, it's your record. I jump on it now. It's my record." It's almost like extortion. Jay,
before we go there, I will tell y'all, and we might get flagged for it, but I mean, it's all good. I ain't gonna let the whole thing come. What is it called? Watch. All right, this song. Hold on, no. What is the song? So we got No Church in the Wild because Jay-Z took. Hold on. We got No Church in the Wild. What is Jay-Z's last album that really mattered at that time? Y'all give me a second. I'm going to tell y'all. I always know like random hood nigga facts. It was a song on Jay-Z's album. Is it on Magna Carta?
I think it is on Magna Carta. Yeah.
I want to say it might be. It's a song that Ye did. But anyway, it might be Suit and Tie. Whatever song because that was on Justin Timberlake's album. There's a song that Kanye and that was supposed to be on Watch the Throne. Jay-Z said, "No, I want it." And then what happened is they had to come back and they gave Kanye and them did No Church in the Wild. Like that was that song. But Jay-Z was like, "Nah, I need that for my album." So this is what he does. Also, I will say this. If you watch enough interviews with Jay-Z or artists that he was signed to Rockefeller, this was not uncommon. They talk about Cameron has the same story. Cameron has a story because is it Oh Boy? I think Joel Santana's on Oh Boy with Cameron.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z came in, heard him working on it, and told Cameron, take him off, put me on. And Cameron said, F you. Like, nah, that's my boy, whatever, right? There's that conversation. I forgot one of the other boys, in Philly, wasn't that big. Say he had a song, Jay-Z heard it, was like, yo, I'm gonna hop on that. And then he was like, then it was Jay-Z featuring him. Like this story happens. Now, I find this funny because Dame is telling this story like he wasn't the one approving all this. That is the greatest part. And that's where the hate comes.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, Dame. It's actually
you signing the checks.
He's signing the release. Like
you signing
he's
everything.
the one that signed off. Yeah, Dame. This is where you start losing the.
Yeah.
Hey man, I mean, it goes to the old adage, man. Good artists borrow, great artists steal.
Yes, and he did not make any of those songs worse.
No,
even though we never heard the other version.
And some of the people you feel bad for, like Sparks, right? Like where did his career go? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's still getting paid off the song. Hopefully he owns half of the publishing, maybe, possibly, hopefully, right? And so it's like, I mean,
that part. But even the Ja Rule song, like Irv Gotti has told that story many times.
Yeah,
he was like, "Yo, Ja Rule wasn't. I was working on stuff with both. We needed Ja Rule to pop. Jay-Z heard it, then it went on Rush Hour."
But here's the thing, right? It goes to. Do you want 100% of nothing, or would you like 20% of something? Right? And I think that's a real question. I think it goes back. It just ties back to the T.I. conversation, right? Is it the label or is it me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be a decision we have to make one day, right? Somebody might be like, hey, do you want 30% of something or do you want 100% of nothing, right?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we look at it and we're like, pride keeps you from doing it, right? But sometimes it's like, yo, it's perpetually being screwed over for the rest of my life. Like taking the zero is easier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just take the zero, man. Like I don't want every time I see something to be like, yo, I'm getting screwed every time I see it. Now, again, I think it boils down to checks because I was listening to somebody, it's a Turkish artist, and whose song? The Weeknd. She was talking about The Weeknd had her song Often.
Okay.
He had, I basically had like took that song for her, and she was just like, yo, like, The Weeknd sent me a check, for the song, like every week. Cause I mean, hell, how many times you hear Often?
Yeah.
All the times, right?
Yeah.
And she was just like, yo, and I think if it's like that, I think you're like, okay, yeah, you can have it.
I mean,
you can have it.
Or it goes the opposite way. There's a reason why you never heard The Weeknd and Drake work together after Take Care.
Yeah.
And one could argue who's the bigger artist. I know in hip hop, we think it's Drake.
Yeah.
When you go outside, after 50 Shades of Grey happened, and The Weeknd had the song, and y'all freaks out there went and watched that movie, and you know what I'm saying? The Weeknd does concerts.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, stadium tours. He's the number one artist on Spotify.
Well, like they say, man, the greatest revenge is massive success.
Hey, that's why I be hating on this podcast, that podcast, the next podcast. And I just found some AI tool. I'm about to have new ops. Or we may work together in harmony. Oh, also, I meant to say this for the last 2 pods, and I've been thinking of a nice way. If you want to come on this podcast, we would love to talk to you about the opportunity to come in on this podcast. However, you need to check your publicist at the door. In no way, shape, or form, me and Mike have said this nicely. We've said it indirectly. We have hidden it within. We put the medicine in the candy.
Yeah.
We've said it. I will be very clear. If we do not know you, you are not bigger than us. We have never heard of you. So, excuse me, let's start over. We don't know you. We've never heard of you. You're not bigger than us. And you need special accommodations. You are paying to come and sit down.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's not fair.
It's not even an option. I'd rather say, nah, we good than whatever. Now, if you are bigger than us, we'll make something shake. And you ain't got to pay. We ain't paying for you to get here. But once you get here, we will make accommodations
y'all all
for
in
you.
Charlotte now anyway.
Yeah, y'all come through.
Y'all all are in Charlotte.
This is mini Atlanta. Like, it is what it is. If you don't take Delta and you take American, sorry I'm pulling my drawers out on show. But like, it is what it is, right? Got these small ass shorts on. It's 80 degrees in Charlotte. But yeah, I don't like that because I've had 2 people reach out to us. I've responded back, and y'all sassy ass publicists who are not women, they are men who get sassy. They clearly, my wife read one of them. She was like, yo, he is having a bad day. This is the email that corporate folks send when they having a bad day.
Yeah.
And thinking that, bro, you found us.
Yeah. There's no accommodations to be made. I let Gav respond to those.
Yeah, because it's like, bro.
I'm a terrible. This goes back to what people believe about you that might not be true. Is that when I respond to email, people think I'm an asshole as well. Because I'm short because it's like I gotta be short.
Yeah. So please do not hit us up and think that you ain't paying. And honestly, we keeping it real. I see who y'all are paying, and I'm seeing their numbers, and it ain't making sense. And I can spot when promotion goes into some stuff. Plus, I want to be able to take your show and, hey, put some ad dollars behind it so more people can see it.
Yeah.
But you paying. Now we can get to politics. Why are they mad that Jasmine Crockett didn't win? Because she wasn't supposed to.
Okay, so I went down to the Jasmine Crockett
rabbit hole.
I did, right? Because everybody was just like, I mean, I'm in groups with some of my sisters, and whenever Black Girl Magic doesn't work the way they want it to work,
oh gosh,
they
going
mad.
there. Yep.
Right, they're mad, right? And I was just like, and I was like, all right, let me go into it. So I'm just not being a douche.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. James Tallarico declared in September, all right, that he was running for Senate. Jasmine declared 3 months later in December. All right. The reason why Jasmine declared was because Texas redrew the lines, and they redrew the district lines based upon Trump support in Texas. Funny enough, it's going to end up biting him in the ass, I think. But that Trump support was coming from Latinos.
Okay.
Which y'all know, I think that term is problematic. I need y'all to break yourselves out. I need to know who's, Mexican American, Dominican American, Colombian American. I need to know, because
what if the Dominicans say they Black?
I still need Dominican American. We need to break it out. I need y'all broken out. That Hispanic Latino is letting somebody slide through the group
too.
project. Cubans, Cuban American. I need that Latino to go away. I really do.
We basically need Mexican and Cubans to come.
You are.
That's what.
Which is what we think, but we don't know because everybody's able to hide under Latino.
Okay, true.
Right? So anyway, Jasmine Crockett had made a comment, and one thing about Latinos that I do like is that they petty like you. They will hold a grudge.
Facts.
And she had made a comment based around like Latinos working or whatever, and y'all don't want to work in the fields. It was off color.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was a bad joke. So she kind of knew that House seat was gone.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, she kind of knew it was gone. Now, big ups to her for handing it over to her pastor. Pastor won. And again, he's probably going to win the seat because I really think that I think ICE has kind of broken up a lot of that Latino support.
Yeah.
But she ran for Senate, right? And here's the thing. I believe she received over 90% of the Black vote.
She did.
In Texas, right? And now because she didn't win, everybody's pissed off.
Yes.
Right? Well, not everybody's pissed off.
Yeah.
The Black folks, not even the Black folks, the matriarchal Black men and Black women are pissed off and saying that they're not going to vote for James Tallarico in the general, right? Which is stupid.
It is.
So, two things about this. I'm not surprised that she lost. And two,
she shouldn't be surprised she lost.
She should not. Yes.
They were saying it was going to be a hard battle for her to win when she announced. Yeah. I don't think people understand that. Look, LeBron ain't supposed to beat the Warriors. When he do, we do get excited.
Yes.
But when KD comes, you don't win the next.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done. And so this is the thing that I hate, right? Is that now everybody's like, well, you need to politic and fight for our vote. This is not who y'all have been for the past 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. So it's clear that y'all are just being petty, right? Matter of fact, the only people that were saying that, you know what, something should be done for your vote was, the people that was the head of the movement, not Tariq Nasheed, by the way, but the people, the Dr. Claude Andersons and the Dr. Henry Clarks.
Shout out to Tariq, I like you.
The ones that was saying that, like, hey, Afro-Americans are different from everybody else, and that vote, and your vote should mean something, right? Like, we should get something for that vote. Y'all are not pro that, right? Black people have to get out of this habit of, I want to win the way I want to win, and if I don't win the way I want to win,
I'm not playing no more.
I'm not playing no more.
I'm taking my ball and going
right.
home.
You have to win, and not only do you have to win. Let me say something about when it comes to blacks and voting. Right, we are damn near cooked in this country. Right, we do not own any industries that we should own. Right, there's no reason why black people should not own beauty supply. Right, that should be a black industry. And I'm not talking about black women right here. I'm talking about black men too. Yeah, barbers, facts. Wave caps, like brushes. The fact that we don't own that industry is asinine, right?
Facts.
The fact that we do not own music labels or distribution, right? It's asinine. Especially after, y'all are not gonna remember this, but after Napster hit, that was our way in, because the music label didn't know what the fuck it was gonna do for a minute.
Nah.
Right? And then the last place where it's like, well, black men may have a shot of picking up any sort of media, right? Which is podcasting and YouTubing, right? We get the most backlash from our community.
Yeah.
It doesn't come from white folks.
Yeah.
It comes within the black community.
You niggas don't even own car washes.
Yeah. So as black people, the last place you can save yourself is showing up at the polls, right?
Facts.
60% of black people are registered to vote. 60, right? Which is actually higher than what I thought. So slow clap for that, right? But it needs to be north of 75%. 75% of us need to be registered to vote, right? Now, when we vote in presidential elections, about half of us that are registered vote. 90% of us that's registered need to vote in presidential elections, right?
Yeah.
And in non-presidential elections, it was like between 20 and 30% of us show,
that's
which
nasty.
is that's insane.
That's disgusting.
But that goes to the election that we're gonna talk about here in Charlotte, right? We're not showing up at the polls, guys. Our ancestors, nobody else ancestors. I am talking to Afro-Americans right now. I am talking to black Americans right now. I don't use that term. I don't use ADOS. I am talking to black Americans right now. All right. Our ancestors literally died. They were terrorized for this right.
Yes.
Right? You are a citizen in this country. You are more American than the vast majority of people that's running around swatting themselves in the flag. All right. Voting is your birthright. We have to register and we have to vote at the highest. I'm not telling you how to vote, okay? I don't care how you vote. Typically, the other side gonna fix that, right? Same way Hispanics, they voted how the fuck they wanted to vote in 2024. I assure you, they are not in 2026, okay? I assure you that now they gotta vote the way they have to vote, all right? So I'm not telling you how to vote as Afro-Americans, right?
Facts.
But we have to show up at the polls at the highest numbers.
But tell them why.
Because you have the potential to actually be a swing vote in the future, right? Because, most elections are won within a margin of 2 to 3.
Yeah.
So you actually have the potential to be a swing vote in the future, and you can start demanding something for your vote. At this current place, we can't demand anything for our vote.
And I'm gonna say this as a person, because y'all love pointing it out, who's married to a brown person. We went to McDonald's yesterday. I know, discussing whatever, who cares? We was at McDonald's yesterday, and the sister who sees me every day.
Yeah.
We pulled up Karina driving. The lady go, yeah, I'm about to say, I know you ain't Gavin. And I'm like, girl, chill. And she was looking at me. I'm like, man, whatever. Man. So anyway, and I ain't been back. I would say this. Yo, too many of us like to get in rooms, and I'm not talking about no particular group.
Yeah.
Too many of us like to get in rooms and we shout black and brown.
Yep.
And we need to start getting in rooms where black people start demanding stuff from brown people and brown people start demanding stuff from black folks. Because when it's convenient, we both groups combine both groups, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do look at, hey, the running joke about, hey, Cubans get in Florida and they think they white is a thing because it's real. Or,
yeah, it is.
That's what black people experience, right?
Yeah.
It's a thing when you go to Texas and you meet some Hispanics or Latinos, and guess what? They started talking about illegals like,
yeah,
like you ain't 2 steps removed or 2 steps, whatever, right?
They're a Texan.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So you start meeting people, or you meet Dominican people who they have their issues with Haitians, and we don't understand why.
It was crazy. That was one country.
Exactly. So they don't even associate that they from the same land.
Yeah.
So it's a reason why we keep saying these certain things. And so but I always look at it as like, when we get in the room, it's like, yo, you do get to look at your Puerto Rican brother, sister, whoever, or your Dominican brother and sister, like, yo, what are y'all gonna do?
Yes.
Because you screwing over all of us. Because when they get in the room, when it's go time, I want everybody to understand these are the first 2 groups who are gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Like when it's go time, when my favorite stat is when people start looking at the salary disparity in this country. And then I love when white folks look at it and they shocked that Indians first, Asians first, second, excuse me. And then it's some other people, and then it's them.
Yeah.
And then it's like they realizing like, hold on, how they getting $1.20 on the dollar, $1.30 on the dollar, and that's a whole nother issue. But yeah, absolutely. Now let's get to this Charlotte race.
Yeah.
I don't like when, you know what? It's a reason why this dude didn't know the branches of government and wasn't tripping. And I also realized how important the Black Caucus is in Charlotte or in any major city where you need the black vote is. They weren't tripping because the Black Caucus got away from homegirl who thought she was going to run after stealing PPP money.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. And shout out to my girl. I don't know if you want me to associate your name right here, so I ain't going to say it, who they supported and won. But I look at it like this. Gary McFadden won the sheriff, and in all intents and purposes, or all looks on, is like he's problematic. Or his views are, or his responses to certain things are problematic. And, I don't like picking any issue with federal or any policing.
No. We or comedians, right? It's certain people, not pick a fight with.
And I will say this. I know your son, if that helps. And I don't do drugs, so it's going to be hard sticking that one on me. But y'all got an interesting way of doing stuff. But I would say this. Black people have to get out and vote. And when it comes to splitting votes, I hate to be this person. This reminds me of The Wire, when the white guy is trying to win and he know the other black guy is going to take away his votes. And he was like, what's going to happen when we both lose?
Yeah.
And sometimes black folks, we do got to come together and say, yo, what's going to happen if all 3 of us lose?
Yeah.
Now, I voted for Collins, and that's strictly because I know his niece.
Yeah.
And she's super cool and non-problematic so far. I did a surface dive because I knew what was going on behind the scenes. But I would say it like this. We gotta get out there and vote. It gotta be, like you said, the number can't be 60 registered and only 20% of y'all showing up to local elections. That's nasty.
To local and 20% might be high in Charlotte because like even the paper was saying that this was a super low turnout election, which is again, right? I mean, I'm curious what's gonna happen on November 3rd.
Also, some of you politicians out there, I don't know what y'all allowed to do and what y'all allowed to pay for. You gave Beyonce $20 million, so I know you were allowed to do something. Or they said they didn't give Beyonce that. She did it for free. Y'all can piss on me.
If she gave it for free, it's because she wrote off $20 million. She got something.
She got something. But I would say it like this. Too many of y'all are, first of all, if folks don't know, is voting. Because even that day, I told you, I'm like, nah, today is you was like, oh, I got to leave so I can go vote. A lot of people did not know. And y'all need to. Hey, especially you black men that's running for something. I don't know why you think you can't come sit here. Look, this is probably the right place to come sit. At least we ain't going to be the nastiest to you. You're going to be safe on some type of level. Like, hey, let's talk with you. Let's have these conversations.
You know what's crazy? Going back to, as blacks, we got to get to the high voting level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why we don't have a black think tank that pushes us with information. You know, because the vast majority of black people.
We got the griot.
Yeah, be trying to trigger me. The vast majority of blacks live in, you know, the South. You know,
Facts.
Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee.
Virginia ain't the South, but go ahead.
Southish. Well, I mean, they was South back in the day. They done moved into the DMV. Yeah. But you know what I mean? You know, Georgia, Florida, Pensacola, yeah. Like, you know, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, right? Like, there's no reason why we should not be winning elections at the lower levels and then progressing ourselves up. That's like I was listening to his Representative Pearson. Okay. And like, you know, 5 years ago, he was on like, you know, Instagram and Twitter trending. You know, the young brother out of Tennessee. And now he's as a House rep, you know, with Tennessee House. And that, you know, at some point he gonna be at the House of Representatives, right? And it's like, that's how you start. And the fact that we don't have more of that, and again, I think some of it is us getting away from the black church. Yeah. I think that plays a part. And I get it. Religion sucks, the preacher sucks, you know. Yeah.
They want your tax documents.
You know, the way that people see pastors. Like, I mean, I sent you one where people were saying that Dietrich Haddon, the wife, was dancing on him, and was that inappropriate? And, you know, yes and no, right? Like, your wife can dance on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know the full context of where they was at, and she looked like she was bit completely over. And if at a bowling alley, might be doing too much. I don't know. I'm not saying they was at a bowling alley. Yeah. Right? But if they're at a bar or a club, like, I don't think pastors should not have to. They can't go to bars. They can't go to clubs. They can't smoke cigars. They can't drink. Like, none of that's true.
Yeah, you know, like, that's a whole nother subject. Yeah. We need a whole Patreon on the black church, which would be interesting. But you know what? I want to say
do that. We should make that a series. That'd be our Bible class.
Facts. You know, my problem is with y'all can come sit here. Let's say every episode we get 500 to 1,000 people. Yeah. You come here and stake your thing. Guess what happens to those 1,000 people? They go out in the city of Charlotte where you only need 9,000 votes to get on the ballot anyway. Yeah. Just to throw that out there, y'all.
Bro, I don't even think, like, I think when I went to vote that day in my district, I was I went there, it was like 6 o'clock when I got there. Yeah. Bro, I think the shit was still in the hundreds, bro. Yeah. In my district.
Bro, and that's crazy. So you come out here in Mecklenburg County, it's 900,000 people that live here. Yeah. To get on the ballot, you need 9,000 votes. You need 9,000 signatures and addresses. Cool, bet. I'm not saying you got to come here because you probably need more than that. You know, do whatever, right? But once you get on there, hey, you do come to a place that's right here and say, hey, let us chop your stuff up. Let us do the video. Let you repurpose it so maybe it looked like you was on a bigger podcast than what you was on. But you know what happened to those 1,000 people? They go home, they go to their family. Hey, one of the podcasts I was listening to, this person, he really talked this well. I like this. He had me thinking about this. And now they talking to people and let me tell you something. Me and Mike has been here for 20 something years. I am from Charlotte. We talk to Charlotte people every freaking day. Yes. So when you are doing that, dog, and you not coming to sit with us and then you running around and people don't know your name because you relying on your family member who may or may not be here, who don't have reach, who don't be on socials. They running up on socials the week of election saying, hey, my uncle, my aunt is running for elected official position. No, come sit with places. We may or may not charge you. I know I just have to charge, but it might be important enough because we would love to talk to you.
You got political dollars. We can throw facts. We can get you. We can get you on here.
Gave Beyonce $20 million.
We can get you on here.
I want to know what you gave Kelly. You gave Megan Thee Stallion X amount of dollars to shake ass. I'm gonna let that rock. You gave Meg Thee Stallion get on my nerves. Also, shout out to the girl who's dissing Meg Thee Stallion. I think you corny for that. Meg Thee Stallion's trying to get married. She ain't even making music at the current time. She just dissed. The girls are out fighting again.
They're fighting again.
Yeah, they always fighting. I love it. That's my favorite thing to watch. Shout out to the sports. Mimi, I gave you your invitation. I can't say it on air because we have not said nothing about it yet. Shout out to you. Shout out to women that are not afraid to put themselves out there. This has zero to do with Mimi, even though I am about to throw Mimi under the bus. Mimi hit me up 3 times and was like, where is my invitation? And I left it up to my wife to send it. My wife did send it, but it got lost. Did you get your invitation?
Yeah, I got signed up for it.
Yeah. I actually saw that. We'll talk about that later. NFL free agency is here. Mike got a new wide receiver.
Yeah, man. Mike Evans is over to my racist ass 49ers that I have not decided if I'm pulling for him or not.
He black, right? Was he biracial?
Yeah. I'm gonna claim him as black.
Okay. Until we get something else. He was in Florida.
But I'm not really a 49er fan until we fired John Lynch, if I'm being honest.
Wow. John Lynch is shit. Don't tempt me, bitch. Who said that?
Wayne?
Yeah. Hold on. You gotta wait for it. Hold on. That is actually impressive. Shout out to Mike. We can't call Mike old no more. That is actually good.
Bro, I used to listen to rap music. I think Drake was the last artist I brought in for rap. I think after Drake, I was like, all right, no more rap artists for me. Like, that was it. Anything that's after Drake, I can't tell you who they is.
Are you excited about having Mike Evans, even though he's a little bit older?
He's a little dinged up. Last 2 times I've seen him on the field, he done got basically carried off. So, but yeah, Brian Ayuk didn't want to play football, so basically,
where's he going?
Sound like he's at home. I don't think anybody's picking him up.
You don't think nobody want to pick him up?
Bro, he kind of screwed the pooch out there.
Who else we got? Hold on, I'm just seeing stuff. Pacheco he's going to the Lions. They did say Travis Kelce is coming back. My man who just won the Super Bowl MVP is going to the Chiefs.
Yeah, Ken Walker going to the
Chiefs. Which is pretty good.
That's really good, actually. But especially if they mess around and sign Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, which is going to be interesting.
And I think that's where he's going back to. I think he's going back to Kansas City.
Which would be good. The Steelers got Dotto from us, which is whatever, man.
I'm glad Dotto was able to get his money, man. My brother is free agent, fought his way up.
I want him to
$12 million 2 years. I mean, I wish Carolina would have given him the money, but I get why Carolina didn't. Because, they've drafted like 2 running backs back in 2 drafts back to back. So I get why they was like, no, we're not going to sign Rico. But big up to Rico for getting that, 2-year, $12 million deal. Hope he does well up there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the Panthers did get Lloyd, and then they got I forgot the other guy from the Eagles we just snatched up. Tua is going to the Falcons. Shout out to Bilal, Dom, and Shep. They are livid in our group chat. They posted, it was a tweet that somebody posted. It was like, if I see you wearing this, it's over. And it was a Tua jersey.
Did you see when it was like, somebody on Twitter posted, Atlanta Falcons, sign a free agent. They got the dude running behind a trash truck.
Oh, yes. I saw that. I was just like, yo, what are they doing?
Man, Tua need to retire, bro. Bro, you've made a lot of money, man. Isn't he from Hawaii? I know he's Pacific Islander, but
yeah, I think he is from Hawaii.
Man, bro, go take that money. Go buy something nice on the beach in Hawaii, bro.
It's too expensive.
Have a bunch of babies. He made enough money.
He did,
He made enough money.
Hey, man.
Bro, I make that kind of money. I'm about to be on somebody's coast and somebody's beach, and I'm about to make a bunch of babies.
Yeah, and shout out to the Dolphins just willing to eat it.
Yeah,
$90 million.
He wasn't playing. Y'all had to get past for. I actually hope Lamar goes to the Dolphins. Sound like the Ravens gonna re-sign him, but
yeah, what you think Lamar is gonna walk? He ain't got nobody to throw to.
He got Waddle down there. They can get someone.
Nah,
Mike, he needs help. That's where Mike Evans should have went. Like, kill Lamar Jackson.
That is what Mike Evans should have went if it ain't about the money.
Hey, to y'all bigots out there, stop pretending that Lamar Jackson is not a good quarterback. The guy actually owns the record for passing efficiency in the league. All right, cut it out, bro.
And shout out to Crosby going out to the Ravens, man.
Yeah. I mean, but y'all need wide receiver help.
Yeah, defense cool. They need defense help too, but they definitely need receivers. Which is super interesting. Nick Saban, since he has stopped coaching, has been a grumpy old man. And I don't get what is wrong with Nick Saban. Why is he so grumpy?
So this is the issue that I have, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna just call out, a couple names. Nick Saban,
okay,
Bill Maher.
Oh,
and it's this we're cool, hip white men, right? We're gonna come in line dance in your living room. We're gonna use your blackness for the coolness. Mm-hmm. And then once I reach a certain age, all right, I'm going to start saying things that you thought I would have said 40 years ago.
Oh, that NIL is taken away from education?
Yeah. Like Nick Saban is the biggest piece of shit right now. Like that pissed me off so bad. Because for one, everybody knew Alabama players was being paid, right? And not just Alabama, right? Ohio State kept getting caught. Mm-hmm. Probably because Michigan was telling on them, but they kept getting caught, right? Mm-hmm. And we've always known that these players, they get paid, right? Now, the problem is that now they're getting paid and they're really getting paid.
Yeah.
And my issue is you can't tell me that you pro-capitalism. And then, because, you can't get these kids $10,000 a month anymore now in an envelope. You can't get their mama and daddy a job, as a manager or supervisor, pay them $100K. Now, these kids are demanding millions, right? Yeah. And I know y'all was not prepared for that in the SEC, and the Big Ten got way more billionaires than the SEC. Look, compete, bro.
Gotta compete.
You gotta compete.
Develop
You gotta compete. If the Big Ten has more money because they got more boosters, you can't just run in here and be like, well, we don't need to pay players. No, pay these guys because y'all only have a problem with these boys being paid because they're black.
And which goes to Jalen Rose's point last week, and we should have brung it up on the podcast, but he was talking about how only black-led sports have salary caps. Yeah. And they try to do, a lot of these organizations try to do what they got to do when it's time for black folks to make money. And it, you know what I'm saying? It's
And he's a little off in that. I get it, but his point is absolutely correct because I can remember Joe Meyer, because this is when I was his age. I graduated in 97. Joe Meyer came out, I think, in 2001. And he was like the greatest athlete that we had ever heard of. Okay. Like, this is pre-Ronald Curry, if y'all know who Ronald Curry is.
Nope.
Y'all should know who Ronald Curry is. Well, Ronald Curry ended up not being a great pro. But high school-wise, Ronald Curry was... never mind. Y'all ain't even get that analogy. Anyway, Joe Meyer was like the best baseball player in the country, the best football player in the country. And I want to say he was actually an All-American in basketball, too.
Okay.
He ended up picking baseball, and he ended up becoming a Hall of Famer in baseball. Played for Minnesota Twins his whole career. But anyway, he was supposed to play football at Florida State. Matter of fact, I think he was supposed to be at Florida State with that team that would have had Randy Moss. Remember, Randy Moss got kicked out of school.
Yeah, he was supposed to go there.
He was going to go to Florida State. So, like, Florida State was rolling, right?
Yeah.
And MLB said, hey, and this is in 2000, right? So, bro, it's a lot of money now.
Yeah.
But in 2000, baseball came to him and said, he was right out of high school. Baseball came to him and said, we're going to pay you $5 million to come play baseball. And he never stepped foot on Florida State campus.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody had a problem with that. Everybody said, you know what?
Makes sense.
That makes sense, right? I don't understand when it comes to these players now why y'all are saying that it doesn't make sense for them to take the money. Because every opportunity y'all had when Bryce Harper, right? Bryce Harper, we knew Bryce Harper was never going to play college, right?
Facts.
Never going, right? But everybody said that makes sense. Why doesn't it make sense for these kids to get an education, perhaps, right? And get paid while going to college? Why is this bothering y'all so much? Be honest with yourself. Stop lying to me. Be honest with yourself.
Well, my problem with Nick Saban is you left once it started.
Yeah.
So you getting hearsay, and I'm not saying it's not good hearsay, but you was bitching when it was happening because you knew what time it was.
He knew what time it was. And not only that, Nick Saban, he come from the Big Ten, so he knew what was about to happen.
Yeah,
he started at Michigan State, so he knew, bruh, everybody knows Michigan boosters, nothing but fucking billionaires up there. Indiana, nothing but fucking billionaires up there. Oregon has a major billionaire. Southern Cal is a film school. People go to school at UCLA and complain that they can't break into the film industry because Southern Cal owns it. All right?
Damn near.
You know what I'm saying? Cal is one of the smartest schools, like one of the smartest tech schools in the country, right? They pretty much built the rocket program, for this country. Like, so like these schools have major fucking money. I'm sorry, South Carolina don't have that. Georgia don't have that.
Yeah.
Alabama don't have that. Florida don't have that. They don't, right? So now you're going to have to compete, brother. You're going to have to get better.
Yeah, y'all lucky the Ivy League teams don't want to just say,
bruh, if Harvard ever decide they want to play football, you are fucked.
Yeah, you
20
over.
Championships in a row. Just
y'all better hope the Ivy League teams say, all right, we'll let y'all have that.
MIT say they want to play football.
It's over, bro.
You are done.
Y'all gonna get engineered. The Michigan coach, hey dog, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. The Michigan coach, all charges have been dropped. This was a scam from the beginning. It was a shame from the beginning. Coochie will do some things that you just... Well, my sister thinks it's funny that Mike called Coochie heroin. She's been texting me how funny that is.
It is. It is a drug.
It is a drug.
I think it's my favorite Ty Dolla $ign song.
I heard his album just came out. Did you like it? Did you listen to it? He just dropped one. Like an EP.
I didn't.
See, now I gave you something to listen to.
You gave me something to listen to.
This situation, I guess I feel bad for him because this is embarrassing for your kids, your wife. The main reason why I feel bad for you, because you're never gonna get a job again. And the rest wasn't. And here's the main number one reason I was sad. This is what made me feel sorry for him. This is the type of situation that makes you crash out and you go do an act.
Yeah.
Because you're so emotional and you go do something so stupid that you can't never come back from. Luckily, thank God that didn't happen. Right? And you did do a little crash out, and then they come to find out that, this ain't even really what happened. But he'll never get a job again. I know everybody's like, oh, look, he's found innocent, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he's never going to get a job again. One, you can't smash your subordinates. That is a no-no, people.
Yeah, you can't do that. But he will get his full money from Michigan now, and maybe even some damages. But
I would too. But they were trying to get rid of him. That's the other thing. He had to know the bullseye was on his back. For those not know, when the sign stealing, which you can go on Netflix, I always tell y'all to watch a doc. They have a doc on the sign stealing. When that happened, Harbaugh left and went to the Chargers, right? Yeah. He went and left to the Chargers, so you didn't have to fire your coach or suspend him because he's gone. What ended up happening was Homeboy is the next up, and they know he has some involvement with it. What, they suspend him 6 games or something?
Yeah, I think it was like 6 games.
Yeah, so he was gone for after the season, but Michigan did well, and they won the championship.
Yep.
So everything they had won the championship right before. Yep. So they wasn't tripping. They got to keep it. They looked pretty good.
And he recruited Bryce Underwood, which is why they kept him.
Yeah.
Because if you know what I'm saying, they were saying that they weren't going to be able to keep. He's had the bullseye on his back, which means that, like,
she might have been a plant.
She could have been a plant. And here's the thing, bro. I don't understand why you guys cheat so close to home, man. Like, cheat far away from home. Cheat far away from home. Like, don't
cheat up.
Don't screw the neighbor.
Cheat up.
Cheating up is hard.
Not really.
It's hard. Cheating up is hard.
It's harder than cheating down for sure.
It's definitely harder than cheating down.
but look what cheating down gets you.
But I mean, look again. He put himself where he is.
Magic cheated up.
Who did Magic cheat up with?
Can we say Jenny Bust's name on the pod?
No, we cannot say that. Allegedly, no, we cannot say that. He cannot say that. And he was like, he was a star. Like, that doesn't count. He's
money,
a star.
Cheating up money.
Yeah, cheating.
Allegedly.
Yeah, definitely. That was definitely up in the money. But no.
But keep going. I'm gonna think of somebody else who cheated up.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that cheated up, man. Men don't really get that option.
Yeah, it's harder.
Men don't really get that option. We're going to cheat down, and and look, man, I'm so sick of y'all with this conversation online about women can't find men that are their equals. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you, until y'all start taking men out for lunch, dinner, or going Dutch, I don't want to hear it. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. Okay. Like, you're not the boss chick that you think you are. Bosses pay, okay?
Facts.
Every time you show up with a boss, the boss pay. All right? So cut this out with this, we are out here and we can't find our equal. If you want men to think that they're your equal, start paying. Start paying. That's all you gotta do.
I'm clipping that.
It's easy. Like, y'all don't pay, right? I want a man that's my equal, but you got to take me out, and you got to pay for everything. You got to buy the Uber. No, right? If we're equal, pay. Or not, you ain't got to pay. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna cover my side. You cover your side. You know how much better dates men could have if women went Dutch?
Facts,
right? Man, we could pop into Del Frisco's a happy hour now.
Oh, facts. I'm gonna go to Steak 48.
Yeah, we could because I know what I want, and I can cover that. But I get there with your ass, and all of a sudden it's surf and turf at fucking lunch. Like, what? What are we doing? It's not lunch.
You're allergic to seafood. That'd be the funny part. Bitches look. Never mind. I remember one time this girl who was a whore, not literally, but I ain't gonna say her name, so I can call her that. She was a slore. She was a girl who, like, I started talking to before college, got to college, and then my roommate told me that she'd be sneaking out from different floors.
You don't know, man. You don't know until you know.
And until he told my roommate told me.
Exactly. You don't know until you know.
She be moving around here. And then he started bringing niggas to the dorm room to prove to me that he wasn't lying. And I was like, bro, I didn't ask for proof. I didn't know she was this, but geez.
I like her.
Yeah, look, man. But you know what's so funny? I remember one time she came back to Charlotte because, I left the school. I came back to Charlotte. And so she was like, let's hang out. So I'm like, cool. She was like, grab a bottle, meet me, blah, 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 wherever we was going to hang out at. And so I was like, all right. And I was like, yo, what you want to drink? And this is when Diddy had took over Ciroc.
Yeah.
And so Ciroc now is expensive.
Yeah.
And I was like, you drink this? She said, nah, I ain't never had it before. I said, why you telling me to get some shit you can't afford because you don't work, I work, and you don't even drink it? And she was like, oh, yeah, I guess that do make sense. Get what you want. Bitch, you drinking Smirnoff.
I'm about to say, you got to go to Smirnoff. Got to go to Smirnoff.
Shout out to her, man. I hope you married. Well, I know you married now. You married with a kid. Tell your man he better not talk to me crazy because I'll tell him what, you know.
He already know. He don't care.
Nah, it's the old, well, never mind. Women will be pregnant and try some stuff. So that's why the Cardi B situation wasn't it wasn't far-fetched for me. I was like, yeah, I know chicks who do that.
Yeah.
Be pregnant with somebody else, man, and go get.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Cardi B, your concert footage starting to look better. And shout out to Cardi B, man. Go ahead and Tasha K, you need to figure something out. Wasn't she allegedly trying to do a GoFundMe to help pay Cardi? Because Cardi's not letting up on that for me.
No, Cardi's not letting up. This is why I tell y'all don't try to be petty with women.
Facts.
But
and stop lying on people.
Nah. I don't know how Tasha K get out of that because Cardi seemed intent. So
yeah,
she gonna have to come out her $4 million.
What you got planned this weekend?
I got kiddo this weekend, so I'm not doing too much, man.
That's what's up, man. What am I doing this weekend? This weekend I'm going on a podcast. I shout them out. Shout out to the Hillgrove podcast. Be sure to check them out because I'll be on there. They talking to me about photography, honestly.
Oh, nice.
So that's cool. They found me. Don't know how. I am going to turn it up. I am going to ask them a question before we start the podcast. Do you want me to be hyper or laid back? And I feel like when you interview people, you need to let them know what type of energy you want.
Yeah.
Because it would suck if somebody come in here and they think they about to be mellow throughout our podcast and it's like,
nah,
you can go and go.
But
that. I would love if somebody come in here and want to turn it up. And I ain't talking about fighting or arguing, but like, yo, I'm gonna be hyper. Let me keep the energy high. So I gotta do that. Shout out to the Leaks. They got their baby shower this weekend, so I'll be here for that.
Nice.
And then getting ready to go to Cancun on Sunday. The quickest cartel war that never happened.
Hey man, good. Be safe down there. Be safe. So you out next week? Are we gonna have a pod next week? It's gonna be late.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
Look at Mike finding out stuff on air. Yeah. Next week's podcast will probably be here next Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it then. But yeah, man, it'll be fun. We won't be swinging. I think the age demo ain't there for that. I'm gonna do it one day. I found this girl on Instagram. Last thing before we go. Y'all are doing too much. Ladies, y'all, I love showing my girl how women get shit off. So I'm now showing her the videos of the girls who's like, hey, get ready for me. And they basically are all the way naked and just get dressed. And it's like, I'm showing her, I'm like, this is a way for women just to show off their body online. Because you don't have to say, get ready for me. It used to be, hey, here's a shirt. I throw it in my, and then I'm wearing it. These girls getting all the way down to thongs.
They're in their panties now. They're in their panties.
Yeah. One girl I saw, she didn't even have a bra on.
You know what's crazy is that, never mind. I'm not even doing that. It is a cheap way to go viral.
It is.
You know, and it's like, bruh, like
it's no different than the black girl who got them big titties and she always clap her ass when she's showing you what she cooked.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like it is what it is. Like stop trying to tell us that it's not.
Yeah, but I did find this white lady who she shares swinging stories. She call them pineapple events. Because you know if you got an upside down pineapple, that means you swinging.
I've heard, Gavin.
Oh, see? Look at me trying to put Mike on. Hey, man, I want to thank y'all for listening. We will. I'm going to look in Cancun. I'm going to figure out this Bible study class that we about to offer because I got so much to say about church.
We need to do it. We are the perfect people to do it, actually. So that would actually be a good series, man. We're going to do that. And
then tour guide.
Yeah, we're gonna do. You know, I'm not gonna tell y'all because one of y'all try to go steal it.
Mm-hmm. And then we have to.
One of y'all travel vloggers gonna try to steal it. But we got a travel vlog coming now as well, which means we need you guys' support. So if you made it to the end of the pod, you definitely should probably be a top tier Patreon subscriber because
absolutely
you're a supporter for real, and we appreciate you like that.
And with that, man, we're gonna holler at y'all.
Holla at your boy.